All right, when you guys pop through, let me know you can see and hear me. I'll let everyone know we're live. What's up, Lamb? Military Mom, Patches. Appreciate that. Basil, what's up? Sharing on Twitter, live now. For all the peeps. The trick is, from what I've heard, if you're gonna tweet when you go live, you need to delete that tweet after you are done, because otherwise no one's gonna want to follow you having like constant I'm live tweets over and over and over again. Just saying. Okay. All right, so Lamb of God came to the stream yesterday and told me Timcast had done some pretty awesome stuff around the movie Sound of Freedom. Now, if you've not been around recently, you may not know that I've put a crap load of time, effort, energy, and a little bit of money into supporting the Sound of Freedom. So I'm really excited about that. He sent me a 10-minute clip. I downloaded it, and we're going to watch it here on the stream. Also, I snuck into a live of Tyson James when I was editing a video yesterday, and it was a constant flow of people asking and talking about the movie, and he was praising the movie. He was saying we needed to support it, and then also he said that he came out with a relevant video very recently. I don't know when it came out, just came out, but we're going to check that out after the Timcast because I have not seen it. And Lamb says there's an ad in the video. Sorry about that. That's okay. That's fine. But yeah, so I saw like a very short bit of it, and then I said, hey, you know what? I'm going to just download it because it was skipping the whole time. So buffering. So I was like, yeah, I'm actually just going to download the whole thing and then play it on the stream. So, and then Dagnar says $54 million so far. That's awesome. Diesel, Timcast is great. I've seen like old stuff of theirs, and I liked half of it. You know, I know that Tim is a massive fence sitter, and it would drive me crazy when he would say something perfectly rational, and then he would say something that made absolutely no sense just so that he could stay on the fence. And I'm just like, come on, dude. So, anyway, that's it. Brett says, love the intro song. Top 3 Tom songs in your opinion. Dirty Money shot to the top instantly. Oh, yeah, that one's fantastic. If you haven't seen my review of Dirty Money with Armando, that is amazing. Especially my beginning and end. So I put a lot of work into those. All right. And Dagnar, welcome to the chat. What is up? All right, so we're going full house here. We're getting after it. If you guys don't mind, please like the stream so it boosts it in the algorithm and shows it to more people. I do not monetize the streams, so you get no ads. And then I could play whatever music I want on here because they get copyright instantly. So it would have taken the money I could have earned, but I just don't. And then in order to kind of boost that back, I make all of the live streams for channel members only. If you don't catch me live and you want to watch it, you have to be a channel member. That's it. 99 cents minimum. But anyways, please like the stream and let's check this out. I do have to find it. Downloads.
Every day to wake up and to give my
That's
life
it.
for a cause, for a mission, for
Okay. So I'm going to bring this over here. Make it big. Let you guys see it. Patches, that's awesome. I appreciate that. You like the reviews with Armando? So do I. I just hope that I could get him out here soon. All right, so the thing I really love is that you screen recorded this with the live chat, because I feel like the live chat's going to add to the video. We got to see this. All right.
every day to wake up and to give my life for a cause, for a mission, for something that is bigger than myself.
Kim McCursey says, it ain't much, Timbo, but please, if possible, forward these super chat funds to Tim Ballard's cause. Thanks. I'll one up that. I will donate all of the chat revenue to the Spear. Is that
Spear Fund?
Spear
yes.
Fund, the best way to put it?
Yeah.
And I'll put 10,000 towards the pay it forward for the film.
God bless
Thank
you.
you so
brother.
much.
When we're wrapping up,
Thank
easy,
you.
easy.
Dude, okay, for one, their chat goes hard. I mean, you can see people throw in super chats so that their chat can be seen because it's moving so fast. I mean, they rack up some money. So if he's going to forward all the super chat to the Spear Fund, that's already a bunch of money. And then he's going to throw 10K on top straight to the movie. That's amazing. That's so awesome.
Easy for me to do. Easy for me to say. It's not that, I don't like, we can do it. We're going to do it.
Let me tell you why this is so important. There's a lot of families that are listening to interviews that they have 4 children, five children. They cannot afford to bring everyone to the experience because Sound of Freedom is a cinematic experience, right? That you cannot see that on TV or on social media. Film is different. Film changed your life, right? So because of your generosity, thousands of people will go and see the film for free. And we're saving lives right there. And the movement is growing. And more people in media are talking about the success of the film. So you put pressure. We're going to show the movie on the 25th, brother, on the Capitol Hill. Can you imagine that? That's powerful because you're going to have Congress from both sides.
Dang, you seeing these super chats coming in? Like, obviously, people watch all the time. They super chat occasionally. But then he's like, hey, all of these super chats are going there. And they just started going hard. You saw the chats blowing up. And that's what I was talking about in the prior video. When I made the video with the reaction review to when I made the reaction review to the trailer of the movie, and I had said that the people at the very bottom who just follow these guys, if you work together, you could put some pressure on the creators, and then they will start to share the movie. And I mean, the plan isn't because of me, because I see how many views my videos got compared to all the other videos. But the idea was that the grassroots movement pushes and demands for these videos to be made. And then these creators who are getting bigger and bigger and bigger as they're branching out are all backing the movie. And it's to the point where like Fox News brought it in and Jesse Waters is like, oh, I haven't seen the movie. And is the movie about this? And it's like he's clueless about it in the interview. So I don't feel like Fox, owned by the Dem dude, is wanting to be featuring all of that, but there's so much pressure from the lower level conservative commentators and such that like you can't not cover it. And that's what's starting to happen. It's like everyone with a following at all is like, we have to cover this because it's just the news right now. It is the thing. We have to talk about it. So it's really cool. I'm excited about it. And that's great that you guys were able to, send me. This is from Lamb of God. He sent this to me. And it's just really cool that you were able to be there when they just went ham. The whole freaking army of people, and they're spending, you know, 5, 10, 20, 50, $100 at a time, and it all adds up for the movie. Really cool.
Republicans and Democrats, right? They're going to see the film and then a panel with Jim, Tim, and myself. Can you imagine moving the hearts of the most important decision makers in the world who are living here in Washington, D.C.? This is a huge opportunity. You know, the only reason why they're doing that? The only reason why they're doing that is because of the success of the film. I mean, we can change the world if more people see this film. We're competing with Mission Impossible right now. And you know what? As much as I like...
Yes, you're competing with Mission Impossible and Indiana Jones and all that. And they had a $14 million budget, and they blew it up. Dagnar came in the chat. You said, what, 54 mil they're up to right now? That is wild. It's all, look at the percentages. They're crushing it. Christy Brown gifted a membership. That's awesome. Oh, to Dan. Hey, what's up, Dan? Welcome to the chat. But yeah, this is wild. And I love that they're going to DC. They're going to play it in front of all those people. And what are they going to say? They're going to be like, oh, this is conspiracy garbage. It's like, dude, Tim's right there. He did all this. He knew those kids, knows those kids. They're real. And as he said in that Fox interview, it's going to be really awkward when the kids tell their stories. And it's all real. And it's so much worse than the movie even portrays. And one side is acting like it's not. So it's freaking wild, man.
Tom Cruise and Mission Impossible. That movie won't save lives. Sound of Freedom is changing the culture, is saving lives, and is inspiring so many people to become ambassadors of freedom. So thank you for your generosity, and I hope a lot of people that are listening to this interview, this podcast, they go right now when this interview finished to angel.com/freedom, angel.com/freedom, and pay it forward. So,
okay, and in my video that I'm going to make of this, I will link that website in the description, and I'll pin it as the top comment. So if you want to go buy some tickets, I did that in the trailer video. Just bought some tickets, and it just goes into a fund where people can go and request free tickets. It's amazing. It's a really good idea. And if anyone doesn't claim the tickets at the end, it just goes into like the profit budget of Angel Studios, which could be a worse way to spend money than that. I'm just saying. So it's really cool. Just catching up at the chat here. All right, Lamb says, Dagnar, they got the film bought 3 months ago and told July 4th because we needed a conscious awakening. Yeah, that's fair. Stephanie said 54 mil. It's a lot of money to help. I'm assuming that's where some of it's going. Yeah, I would say at least some of the profits got to go to Tim and his Operation Underground Railroad. There's no way that they're not helping fund that a little bit. And then Brett says, I love what you and Armando are doing. Reaching the mass public is the ultimate goal. And it'll happen thanks to people like us. Yeah, for sure. Totally.
Somebody else can see the movie for free because of your generosity.
I should have said this at the start of the show, but I will elaborate too. So the way it works, we have this meter here on YouTube that shows us the total amount of super chats that came in during the show. What happens is YouTube takes 35%, we get the rest. Forget the 35%. The total number that's there, I'm going to donate to your organization. And then 10,000 towards the pay it forward for people to be able to watch this movie, to be able to go see it if they can. It. And so now everyone's dumping in the super chats, and that was the intended position. So basically, I'll cover that 35% cut that YouTube takes to make sure the full amount of the chat revenue goes to your organization. We're currently at $3,600.
You know what's messed up about that? Because, I mean, he's bringing that up. If I ever get super chats, it's YouTube takes 35%. It is just how they operate. And so he's going to cover that. But when you set up a stream, you can set up for your super chats to go to a charitable organization or whatever. And then they don't take money from the super chat. So YouTube isn't classifying Operation Underground Railroad or Spearhead or whichever thing he has as a charitable organization. So Tim has to come out of pocket to give them the 100% of the super chats. I just thought we need to clarify that. So that's kind of wild. Because that's basically giving to charity. I mean, it's even better than charity because it goes to saving kids instead of, office supplies and dinners and hotels for the what is it? The conventions that those people in those big charity organizations go to and don't actually spend the money on the stuff that they're trying to help with. So that's just like a drives me crazy kind of thing. But that's super cool. I mean, that's a lot of money. And like he said, the second he said he was going to do that, people started dropping a lot of money quickly into the super chat. So he's going to have a pretty big bill.
And we'll wrap up the show from here because we're going to go to the members only portion of the show over at timcast.com. So as we're closing out, if you'd like to contribute to super chats, I will immediately, as we're on the members only, I will be making that contribution in the full amount of all of our super chat revenue plus the donation to the movie. Because we've been talking about doing this thing where we give $10,000 every month to someone engaged in a cultural effort that's going to be a positive impact. Mm-hmm. I won't consider this that. We'll still try and find someone that we can give, who needs the money to get their project going. But I will absolutely see to it that, we'll do that because.
See, you guys, you're the guys.
Whoa.
You're
oh,
the
snap.
movement.
Someone threw
You're
5 G's
changing,
in there.
Culture
like one
because
person.
We did our part. We made a movie, but without the people, without you.
Why pay over $100 a month for cable when it's half the cost for Fubo
We can just
TV?
talk during
Get all
this.
the channels you want with all the entertainment you love for the price that cable can't.
We go nowhere. So it's amazing how we're coming together, and I believe that together we will end this nightmare. We will bring freedom to the children that are not free right now.
I just realized a mistake with everything I was just saying. I can't give the total amount of super chats to your organization because people could just do that on their own. They could literally just go to your organization and make that donation. I'm going to double it. Whatever you guys do in super chats by the end of the show, I'm going to match it.
Oh, super chats are flying in.
Right.
Super
Well,
chat.
I was just thinking, I was like,
Something cool.
why should I ask people to give me money for my show and then just give it to you when they could do that themselves? I'll match it one for one.
Thank you so much, man.
No, easy
Amazing.
for me to do.
Wow.
Look at
I
Yeah.
know. Look at this,
Let's
man.
rock and
People,
roll.
those are the ambassadors of freedom right there, brother.
I'm going to match it 100%.
That's the movement. You think they're gonna stop this
Amazing.
movement? Who's gonna stop this movement, brother? Nobody.
I want to say we got to go to the members only.
Oh my God, hang on. We got to rewind. There's another huge one.
Brother,
I'm going to match it 100%.
that's the movement. You think they're gonna stop this
Amazing.
movement? Who's gonna stop this movement, brother? Nobody.
Dude.
I want to say we got to
I
go to the
can't
members
see.
only.
It's too fast.
And I
It
want to say
doesn't
one
matter.
final thing before we do the outros.
Oh my
and
gosh.
give people an opportunity to send in those super chats. I will match them. The Tim Mateo scene in that film, it made me feel something indescribable. I call it divine intervention, but it's indescribable. That moment where you rescue a kid who gives you a name tag with your own name on it. I have no words for what, but for me, it makes me believe that everything we're doing it has a purpose, has a reason. We are here for something bigger than us, something better than us, that will make everything better, that will improve things, that will lead us to whatever the plan is. We are instruments of it. The work you guys have done. So, thank you so much for what you're doing, guys. Timcast.com. Become a member. We have that members only show coming up in a minute. But if you guys want to shout anything out as we wrap up, Tim.
just gratitude. Thank you guys so much. I can't believe that they're.
Dude, this is going wild. Holy crap. Oh, that's what we wanted. That's exactly what we wanted. Oh my gosh. I got to play the short. I got to play the short for you. Like, you don't understand where this is for me. Like, look at this. Hang on. I'm going to find it and show it to you. I've put so many videos, so much time, so much effort. I've learned new skills just to help with this video, with this movie. Like, it's freaking crazy. And it feels like it's just like demonetized, shadow banned, suppressed. And it hurts so bad because I'm just like, I wish it went to more people. So you can see this when I get here. I hope this is the right one.
God's
Okay. Yeah. So you can see this.
children are no longer for sale.
As you know, I have a baby channel and I am like Aldi's clearance aisle broke. Okay. Like I don't have money like that. I put my money where my mouth is with this kind of stuff. Okay. So we're going to buy some tickets. So I really hope somebody with a bigger following and a much bigger wallet than me will get some freaking tickets to help with this movie.
God's children are no longer for sale.
And it happened. It wasn't me. It wasn't because of me. But it was like a worldwide plan that needed to happen. And it's happening. So it's such a relief. Seeing a video like that is just massive, man. Like, it's so crazy. Because that's what I wanted. And I couldn't do it with what I had, but that was the whole idea, is that like we gotta push and push and push and just have it avalanche uphill. Like you gotta push so hard that the bigger people start to get involved, who, like I said, they have the following, they have the wallet, and they can go ham. So like it's a lot even just to watch this. Like it's so great. Yeah, and I see Lamb. You said that full video you did inspired me to talk to mods in Tom's Discord and Tim's Discord. Yeah, that's sick, man. And yeah, I saw he was referring to a mod in that, asking if he would push it forward, push forward the super chats. So I was assuming, based on that there's a general consensus in the chat that like they should be helping the movie. And then that got pushed uphill to the mod, to Tim, and then he made the decision. But that came with pressure, you know what I mean? So the good pressure there, that's amazing. But yeah, watching the super chats is just insane, because as soon as they said, "Oh, I'll pay the fee and give it to them," and then they just went nuts. And then he's like, "Hey, I'll pay the fee and double it." That's freaking crazy, dude. That's a lot.
There's this many people. The silent majority has risen. I never dreamed it would happen, but I have hope. For the first time, I have hope that we could actually make an enormous impact in the fight against child slavery.
Gratitude is how we felt, and I'm from Mexico. I'm Catholic. I believe in the power of prayer. I want to ask permission. Can I say Hail Mary for all the kids around the world?
Absolutely.
Please.
En nombre del Padre, y del Hijo, y del Espíritu Santo. Amen. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Our Lady Guadalupe, pray for us. En el nombre del Padre, y del Hijo, y del Espíritu Santo. Amén. Que viva la libertad.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for being here. Your film's an inspiration. It was an amazing film. I was entertained. I was moved. This has been amazing. So thank you so much.
Thank you, brother.
Seamus, you want to say anything as we wrap up?
I want to shout out everything that you guys are doing. And Tim, you've been very humble in saying things like, oh, the storytellers are the people starting the movement, and we're a part of this movement. And I do believe there's power in story, but sir, what you are doing and what you are saying about yourself it's such a massive understatement. You have changed so many lives, and to go after just one lost child is such a beautiful imitation of Christ. And I want to thank you for that. I want to thank you for being that example in the world. And I want to thank you for all of the work you're doing and the work that you've done.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate that.
Of course.
Okay, well, you guys are successfully destroying me on stream, so thank you. He's totally right, because Tim is very humble. He's so humble. He's like, yeah, you know, these producers and actors and media people, like, they're the ones that are going to fix everything. And it's like, you went intentionally unarmed into the belly of the beast to go rescue children from a life of absolute horror and nightmare, and like risked your safety, your life over and over and over again. And you are the superhero of the story. And then and then he just won't claim it, you know? It's amazing. It's very moving. And just him talking about the movie, obviously I saw the movie, so the scene he's referring to is crazy. That's a real life thing that happened. He shows up, and like you said, it's real, and he talked about it, so it's not like a spoiler or anything, but like, he rescues the boy, and it's the same boy that he had seen in those videos that he had to watch, so he recognized him. And then the boy who he rescued gives him the necklace that has his name on the necklace. Like, could you imagine you're the guardian angel for somebody, and like, they knew you were coming, prayed you would come, and then you're like, yeah, it's me, I'm Tim, I'm here to save you. And he's like, I know, it says it on the necklace. And he's like, obviously, you could save my sister then. Oh, man. Yeah, Glenn, Pew Pew needs to see this. I have 3 kids, and Keegan's pregnant with twins. So soon to be 5. And I can't even imagine, dude. Like, the trail of bodies around the world that I would leave to try and find them. And then some people say it's not a concern, that it's a conspiracy theory and all that. It's crazy. All right, let's finish this out. We got to finish this out. It's fine.
People are going to follow you guys on Twitter. We got at Tim Ballard. We have at E Verastegui.
No, I mean, in English, I'm sorry. E Verastegui.
Let me spell that out. It's EVERASTEGUI.
There you go. E Verastegui.
On a side note, Tim, someone told me that you work with Tim Kennedy, or have in the past. Is that true? Have you ever worked with Tim Kennedy before?
No.
Someone told me a lie. Well, maybe you will in the future. I love that man. He went over to Afghanistan during the surrender and was pulling people out over the course of a week, and just freaking inspiration after inspiration, man. Thank you guys so much.
No, thank you. Let's make America and Mexico free again. Together we're stronger.
I would love. I fully agree. And last thing, of course, it's spearfund.org and ourrescue.org. All right, let's move this along. Serge, you've been the man tonight.
Yeah, Tim is calling in. You guys are destroying the chat revenue. It's sweet. That's great to see. I'm
good.
watching this whole right in front of me. That was really heavy. I've been trying to see the film this week, but I've been moving, so it's been a little bit difficult for me to get in between everything edgewise. But I will be seeing it on Saturday. So appreciate it, guys.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
I'm Serge.com.
All right.
Not important. It's all good.
This is going to wrap up the live portion of the show as we go to the members only. And when I said I would give you the Super Chat revenue, we had $3,000 in Super Chats. We now have $21,000 in Super Chats.
Wow.
So I'm going to click end stream, and we're going to go to timcast.com. But I just asked my girlfriend to bring up a personal check, so I'm going to be writing you guys a check for $42,000.
Wow.
Wow. God bless you.
At
brother.
least.
Thank you so
You're
much.
Because they're still super chatting.
At least, because now it's $44,000. All right, we're going to go to timcast.com. This has been amazing. We'll see you guys over there. Thanks for hanging out.
He's like, we gotta close this down, guys. we gotta stop it. Oh man, that's so much. And it's just been going through. Some it's $1.99, it's $5, it's $10, $20, $30, $50, $100, $500, and I saw one for $5,000. But the point is that it's one person at a time doing what they can. And if all you can do is claim a free ticket and go see it, that's what you can do. Or like Lamb said, going into the chat and trying to push for them just an idea, just to plant the seed of an idea. Hey, all these super chats, it'd be cool if they helped the movie. And then getting enough people to rally around that for the mods to then go after it. Christy, thank you. I really appreciate that. It's as much love to you, Keegan, and the kids. I really mean it. Thank you. But it's just crazy, dude. It's just a small idea that goes everywhere, and it's the winning issue of our time. Like, this could save the world. And this guy, I'm from Rochester, New York, and my first language was Spanish until I was like 4, and then I forgot it. But my Mexican immigrant grandparents were migrant workers from Mexico. And it's just really funny. So there's all this craziness with the southern border. And like anyone with a brain and a heart knows that it's bad to have a completely open border. The cartels run it. So it's illegal stuff that's coming back and forth. And they're using kids to facilitate that. And it's disgusting and evil and terrible. And this guy and so many others know, like, if you're going to make us and Mexico free, you got to close down the border, period. So, oh man, and then there's like so many different parts of this that hit. So that was an epic video. That was really cool. Thank you, Lamb, for doing the recording and sending that into the Discord. I'm really glad I got to see it with the super chats in the replay. That would not have been the same otherwise. So, said Benjamin, wonder how many people they need that won't get recognized to pose as creepedos, because Tim's face will definitely get recognized around the world. Yeah, they definitely need some help now. He can't just do it all. He's too recognizable. And it's funny how you said Tim, and I thought you were talking about Tim Pool, because that was an issue for him, is that he started to get too famous. So when he would go to protests and stuff to do his undercover work and journalism stuff, he would get heckled and harassed and threatened because people knew who he was and what he was doing. So he couldn't just blend in anymore. And I assume Tim runs into the same issue. So he's got to do like high level operation stuff, not necessarily going in undercover, unless he's got like really great disguises set up. And Dagnar says we need a border wall like Israel. Every 100 meters has a manned fighting position. Yeah, it's starting to feel a little bit that way. But man, that's crazy. All right, well, we're going to keep the party going because, as I said in the thumbnail, it's podcasters and it's artists. There's a lot of different people from different types of media. Like I said, anyone with a following is trying to push for this message of the problem with our kids, with child trafficking, with all that, is the worst and most important thing that we have going on. And it's a unifying issue because everyone on the side of fixing it, regardless of the little bit of differences we have, you would be considered the good guys. And then anyone who doesn't want to fix it or pretends that it doesn't exist is for sure the bad guys. Like you're bad, period. There is no exceptions to the rule. If you're like, hey, this movie is a conspiracy theory, hey, this isn't really happening. If you're Mike Rothschild on MSNBC or whatever saying that this is like crazy QAnon stuff, that an elite group run trafficking rings, it's like, bro, Epstein got caught with an island that he had his island parties with his elite friends that he was trafficking kids to. Like, we all know that is real. That happened. That's not mystery. That's not conspiracy. Some of us have seen some of the pictures of that dungeon, bro. Like, you gotta get out of here with this fakeness. So, like I said, one side, good people. Other side, definitely bad people. So now we're gonna go to Tyson James. Had a video that he dropped called Taken, I believe. Let's fact check this. Let's see. Okay, yes, it's Tyson James Taken, and it's got 24,000 views. It needs more. So, like his video, I'll link it below. But first, go on to CloudCam. Got to buy the song. Support Tyson. Where you can buy the song will also be linked below. This man is heavily censored, shadow banned, canceled all the time. So he depends on us, one person at a time, buying these songs to fund the mission. You know what I mean? Okay, let's see if it shows when it was. Doesn't show, but I found it. Buying it for the stream. And like I said, that's why I demonetize the streams, because I want to play the music that I buy in these reviews during the gaming. And as soon as one of them starts, they copyright the stream and then take all the revenue. But I don't want elevator music in my streams. You know what I'm saying? That's lame. That's weak sauce. We're not here for that. You guys can go watch some crappy 2-bit stream where they don't get dubs, where they're not crushing, and then they have crappy music too. Nobody wants that. All right, well, I have really liked the videos and songs that I've reviewed of Tyson. If there's any more that I should be looking at, put them in the comments below. Because, yeah, I'll definitely look through some more. And I have a couple in the queue to be edited, but that's a surprise. And you only know if you're a channel member and you've seen the other lives. But it is what it is. Hang on, let's look at the chat here. Gotta back up. Dagnard, you see that Biden activated all soldiers, send them to Ukraine? Yeah, I saw that. Do you believe they want floating wall? Bad guys punch holes in it. What? I don't know what's up with that. We need a good man and woman to help with trafficking with the border. Yes, definitely. That was an embarrassment of an interview. From Jessica, which one were you talking about? I gotta keep going. Glenn, you gotta clean the gunpowder off your glasses. Naturally. John, Rolling Stones, Miles' Glee is a disgrace. Yes. Oh, Jessica, you're probably talking about the one with Rothschild. Yeah, that was brutal. I got pretty upset, not gonna lie. Glenn, you're okay. Diesel water. Quinnen supports this 100. Dagnar flash from ejected shell. Glenn. Benjamin, yeah, exactly. They're like, oh, I saw that in that movie and it was fake in the movie, so it's fake in real life. It's like, okay, that's an interesting way of completely disproving something. What if you've seen the forms where it shows the ages and how much has been collected and for how long and the location? that starts to freak you out a little bit, you know. Dagnar, been there. Brett, he's amazing, except that he said Donald Trump is compromised. He's not thinking outside the box of that statement. I would agree. And I said that in my Bodies video. You should watch that. That was a good one. And Tyson retweeted my video and said he liked it. So I think that he even he saw that and was like, okay, maybe I need to look into this a little bit. 'Cause that's the whole point. Christy, we need a Wonka Vader. That's awesome. Jessica, yeah, okay. Yeah, I read that right. Hunter was hinting to something a really long time ago. Okay. Thanks for bringing this stream to us. You are very welcome. Yeah, I really wanted to do this. I know it started late, but it is what it is. All right, well, let's get into this video, but we had to talk about that.
No one hears the cry, just left in the world alone.
Oh, he's gonna do it. Okay. All right. For one, everyone knows I have the cloud cam. So I really like the clouds. He did a good job. Those are not super easy to make, but they do add a really cool effect. But yeah, it's got a nice tune. It sounds like maybe he got his wife to sing with him. Maybe, perhaps. For that background vocal, that was nice. So we'll see, because some of these guys, they rap, but they can also sing. Really nice.
Left in the world alone. No one's asking why. God, let the truth be known. Let the truth be known.
Oprah gon' get it. The Clintons gon' get it. Epstein, he got it. Giving God all the credit. They some sick individuals. Trafficking subliminals.
So Oprah gonna get it. Clinton's gonna get it. Epstein got it. Dude, okay, he's gonna make a list. He's getting a list. Oh, I love that. I love that so much. And yeah, did you see the like John of God guy that was Oprah's buddy? That was like, he got like 99 years for what he was doing. So yeah, all those people are in it. And that's why they're so freaked out about this movie. Because they don't want everyone knowing that they go on tourist vacations to go, mess around in that area. It's psycho. It's crazy. And like, they're exposed. They're so exposed. Their ass is hanging out in the wind. It is not good right now. Yeah, Christy says he's naming them right out the gate. I'm going back so we can hear the names again. We want this list out loud. And look at those beautiful children, man. With the pigtails and everything.
Let the truth be known.
Oprah gon' get it. The Clintons gon' get it. Epstein, he got it. Giving God all the credit. They some sick individuals. Trafficking subliminals. They've been doing satanic rituals. This ain't minimal, I'm in the whirlwind. This perverted generation is discouraging. I'm determined with the burner to run up on the person doing the hurt. And I'm learning, I'm firm, and I know God'll open the curtain. Expose Hollywood. If I could light a match and burn it down, I probably would.
Expose Hollywood. If I could light a match and burn it down, I would. That is so crazy, dude. That is so good. Oh, Tyson, you're a beast, man. I love this song. That's so good. We're keeping it real here, dude.
Curtain. Expose Hollywood. If I could light a match and burn it down, I probably would. I can make a difference, and I'm trying, even though I'm just a rapper. But I'ma say that all lives matter. Pray for the kids.
No one hears the cry. Just left in the world alone. Left in the world alone. No one's asking why. God, let the truth be known.
Dude, he had the guy roll up with the lollipops. The kids run up, and then the mom's like, where they at? They're just gone. And you see those clips, those scary CCTV footage clips where it's like that, and then the kid's gone. It's wild. So I mean, that props to him for like making that into a song and showing the visual of what it's like. But it happens and it's crazy. So him saying he wants to roll up on those people and, you know, torch the whole situation, I think we all mutually agree on that. And John Presley, this song is Taken, Tyson James. Linked in the description will be where you can buy it and the original song itself, so you can go listen to it.
Let the truth be known. Half of Hollywood, a bunch of pedophiles. They a bunch of dogs, throw 'em a bone and they will sell a child.
Oh my God. Said half of Hollywood are pedophiles. Throw them a bone and they'd sell a child. That's the thing he said. There's the root of all evil is the pursuit of money, right? And there's people that for a very minuscule amount of money would do anything. Doesn't matter. Like, they don't care. They're so just empty souled that they do not care the level of good or evil, the morality scale of what they do. If it's for a little bit of paper, they do anything. And that this is the extreme but real, a true example of it.
Hollywood, a bunch of pedophiles. They a bunch of dogs, throw 'em a bone and they will sell a child. I don't watch Disney, I can tell it's foul. They're bowing to the beast, they're worshiping the devil. I just want to save the kids, I know I'll see them in the sky. They will have a day in court and he will make it right. They gon' see their violators taken from the light and given to the fire. We're living, they will die. God's in the midst. I know that he is big and I know that he exists.
Dude, that sign right there, that needs to go on a t-shirt. Human trafficking is not a QAnon conspiracy. Like, look at the numbers. The numbers are there. And these people are out here saying, oh, this is a conspiracy. But they're the same people that say everything that's fake. Like, they're the people that say Trump got peed on by Russian hookers and that the masks will stop viruses, that the shots will stop transmission, that Biden laptop was Russian disinformation, that, you know, there's no Azov battalion in Ukraine that's a literal white supremacist neo-Nazi organization. Like, these are the people who just completely lie about everything all the time. And those are the people saying that, like, this is a conspiracy. Like, at this point, if someone calls me a racist, conspiracy theorist, fascist, what other words throw in the chat of what I am to them? It's like all of them are compliments because it just means they can't go against what I'm saying. The truth of what I'm saying is irrefutable, so they go to personal attacks and slandering. And I just don't care. And I didn't care before all this was known and cool. But now it's like just extra complimentary. I'm like, damn, you must be intimidated by my good looks at this point. If you're going to call me all these things. Like, I'm an incel. Okay. That's great. It's like, I have no money and I'm married to a wonderful, beautiful lady. We have 3 children together. Twins are on the way, but I'm an incel. Okay. Got it.
God's in the midst. I know that he is big and I know that he exists. I know if you step over the line, you gon' see my fist. 9 milli hollow point if you ever touch my kids.
Yes, 9 milli hollow point if you ever touch my kid. That's amazing. And yeah, I have a Taurus P709 Slim. It's about the thickness of a deck of cards. Really nice for concealed carry. And it has 9mm hollow points. So that is the way. I wouldn't really advise it, though. It's kind of annoying to handle. It's not very comfortable. But it is so easy to conceal, man. I'm just saying. But we're on the same page with all that.
Step over the line, you gon' see my fist. 9 milli hollow point if you ever touch my kids.
Take it. No one hears their cry. Just left in the world alone. In the world alone. Take it. No one's asking why. God, let the truth be known. Let the truth be known. Be known. Let the truth be known.
And then he finishes it with God's children are not for sale. That's awesome, Tyson. Got to throw a like and a comment in here. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. So Tyson rocked out there. I like how it went from beautiful harmonies to just dropping names and then absolute savagery in the rap and then back to the nice harmonies again. Like that was so, it was so back and forth. And I'm so glad I have it for the stream. But that's definitely going to conflict going from one thing to the next thing to the next. Because you guys know my stream is wild. You never know what's going to happen next. So I'm just waiting. I know it. I use it as an example. But when it goes from Tyson James taken and everyone feels that, and then it switches to Samson's Nancy, we're gonna be like, bro, like you need to rinse out your brain for a second there. Alrighty, yo, Tyson, you're in, bro. Yeah, I did. Hey, welcome, dude. Hey, do you want to chat? You want to hop in Discord or something else, Zoom, whatever? But yeah, I just finished it, and dude, that was amazing. Amazing. I just left you a comment on there, but I'm gonna have a nice reaction video set up for this. But you did good, man. That was beautiful. Your family's beautiful, man. That's really good. Kind of busy with the fam. Hey, you know what? I get it. I totally get it. I told them I have 3 kids and my wife's pregnant with twins, so we're heading for 5. So I definitely understand you're a little busy at 11:26 p.m. It's cool. But yeah, I saw it. I loved it. It was amazing. So I bought it for the stream, and I'll have all that linked in the reaction when I send that, and I'll tag you on Twitter. I'll post that too because that was really good, dude. So yeah, keep up the fight. Like I said, I told other people, like I've been working on this freaking movie, and somebody from the chat sent me a clip from Timcast where he's doing like a huge donation. He's donating like $40,000 because he's doubling what the chat sent in to Tim Ballard's like spear fund for the like Operation Underground Railroad, and then he's sending 10 grand to the movie. And so I watched that, and I couldn't believe it, man. Because it's just been, I mean, I told them, it's like I've been learning new skills so that I could make content. Like I used AI, and I remixed their trailer with a different song. And I'm just like, I've been pushing that nonstop. And I got a pretty small channel, so like I have a limited reach. But I was like, I hope this starts to move up and go to these other people that have a little bit bigger followings. So seeing you make this video and drop that right off the tails in the movie coming out, that's super cool, man. Like it's so great. And yeah, everyone in the chat, if you're not already subbed to Tyson James, you should be, because his stuff is really good. And by the way, in a previous stream, I did a couple more of your songs, so I still have to edit them and post them, but I'll probably do this one first just because it's more relevant and just came out. But I really like that one. It was really nice, dude. Sick from Benjamin. You added a fan with this one. Damn good song. Right on. And just downloaded. That's what's up. Yeah, I had people coming in here asking, hey, what is this? Who is this? What is this? So hopefully you get a few extra subs. Like a lot of these people have overlapping fan bases, but it's not all of them. So if I have someone like from your songs, and then I play Samson songs, Tom McDonald songs, Bryson Gray songs, which probably if people like Bryson, they like you. It's like that's pretty tight knit, but there's some where I drag people into other fan bases, and I really like that. Sick. Yeah, I got people saying they are subbed or being subbed, so that's really cool. Really cool. All right, well, I know you're busy with the family, dude. But thanks for popping in the stream. I appreciate that. And Dan, thank you. 10 for each of the new freedom thinkers. That's what's up, dude. He said Bryson and I are basically the same. Yeah, I mean, I've listened to your songs, and you guys, I love the mix. I told you, my favorite one still, which is so criminally underrated, is Monkeypox. I freaking love that song. Like, every time it goes, I'm just like, this is such a good song. And I made a skit where I wore a monkey suit and just, like, trashed them about how they came out with Monkeypox. Because everybody knows what happened, okay? Like, they tried to push Monkeypox, and then they figured out that it was in the LGBT community, basically dudes were getting it. And they found out that that's basically all that was getting it. And they tried to bury it. And then they found out that some of the pets and children of dudes in the alphabet soup were getting it. And then it went away immediately. They're like, oh, no, nope. Like, we're not making those connections. No freaking way. And then Monkeypox got buried under the jail, and we moved on to whatever the next thing was at that point. Yeah, Tyson, I'm seeing exactly. But it was like only they were getting it, and they didn't want to talk about it because it was derogatory to just tell the truth. And then, like I said, some of the people around them were getting it, and animals, and they were just like, oh no, like, we got to turn this out. We got to turn this off. We got to turn this down. We got to shut it down. Somebody pull the plug. There's UFOs. That's what happened. So that was wild. Glenn gun-toting is my favorite too. Dude, that was a good one. And I did it, but I got to edit that and post it. Like I said, it's been freaking busy, dude. So I've been streaming a lot. And so I'm racking up the raw material, and then, we'll edit and post a bunch of it. But that's really cool. Yeah, Jessica, she said, I remember the absolute shock of watching Bodies for the first time. Dude, I did that on stream. I lost it. I love that one too. That's another one. The freaking Bodies. That was, I think I told Armando, that was like my favorite solo video to make. I had so much fun editing it because it was just so crazy. And it's perfectly in my wheelhouse because I've been like studying, all of the crazy Rona science all the way back because none of that stuff made sense. Bobo Bodies, dude. You took some risks, my friend, with that video. Like, that was crazy. The lady at the end dropping, I saw probably a couple hours after that happened, when that happened. And I was like, dude, that was straight from God. Like, this lady straight up mocking Jesus and God from the stage about getting her shots in her booster, and then her heart like explodes and she fell over. I was like, oh no. So, but for you to throw that in your music video, dude, just wow, that's just wild. So that was really cool. Stephanie, I was like that. Yeah, when you first started too. Yep. So there's several people, they come to the channel and they're like, this is the first time they've ever heard your song, and then they jump over. Yeah, it was literally perfect for the end. That was you slammed the book shut with the end of that, dude. Yeah. Oh yeah. It was like, yeah. Jessica says it was literally seeing God strike without the lightning. Yeah, that's what happened, dude. Lamb says everyone liked the stream. Yeah, well, I definitely appreciate that. Boosts it in the algorithm when you like the stream. See, I don't mind as a small streamer. Sometimes I'm streaming for a very, very few people, but I just turned it into videos. So it's not that big of a deal. It's just you get to see all my screw ups. Domination, the lightning in here tonight, yeah. And Glenn says, Tyson, keep up the good work. Thank you for putting out the word on things. Yeah, for real, dude. And Tyson James in the stream says, smash that like button, y'all. Dude, that's what's up. Emily says, hey, how are you? Love your reaction videos of Tom McDonald. I'm good, thank you. And I'm glad you like the videos. But I'm so excited to edit that one and post it. I'll post it and I'll tweet it right to you, Tyson. Tyson's in the chat. I'll send it to you so you can see it. But dude, I can't believe you were bringing up names, dude. You threw names in the video. That was great. I know you're busy with the family, but I'm gonna get you in a video at some point. We gotta chat. Because I know there's some people, honestly, as I've said before, with this issue, with the Sound of Freedom, with the child trafficking and all that, it gets everybody to where they can understand the sides. Like, you're the good side, you're the bad side, and there's a lot of people that don't exactly agree that are on the good side. But we kind of need to have like an enemy of my enemy is my friend situation with this, and I feel like all of us can work together to make that happen. Because it's pretty cut and dry. If you're on Team Millstone, you know what I'm talking about, then you're good. And then if you pretend none of that's real, then you're bad. Either ignorant, stupid, or flat out evil. But definitely not good. So we just got to get everyone to say, hey, okay, you may have this policy issue different or want this political person different, but like, we got to be on the same side with that issue. And I think we can make that happen. Yeah, and Tyson said, thank you, man. So much freaking evil out here, bro. You're not wrong. It's true. Glenn said, we nicknamed the chat here the Range Tyson. LOL, we all lost our filter. Yeah, you're funny. Sliding a Biden, dude. Tyson said, my next song is going to be called Millstone. Shooting a video, too. Okay. All right. Well, let me know when that comes out. I'll check that out for sure, dude. That's really cool. Roger said, what Rothschild actually just admitted it. What a moron. Yeah, I know. I did a video with... it was the Fox interview with Tim Ballard, and then they cut over to that interview with Mike Rothschild saying how that it was all a conspiracy theory about the elite running trafficking. And you're like, bro... Okay, Mr. Rothschild, we totally believe you with your, like, trillionaire family lineage that Epstein just wasn't real at all. Okay, got it. Thank you for clarifying that for us. like, okay. Stephanie, Team Millstone, put that on a shirt. Yeah, said I like that. Might put that on a shirt. Okay, do it. Yeah, Tyson, take it easy. Have a good night. Thanks for popping in. Christy, need a coffee mug with Team Millstone. Yeah. I got the Let's Go Brandon one. Like that. But it's fading. I would definitely rock a Team Millstone one. Dan said there what, like 85,000 kids that the administration lost track of? Yeah, that sounds right. Because they're sending them back across the border. I mean, they're getting recycled. So they hand them to one person, they get trafficked across, then someone, their uncle, shows up, takes them from the Border Patrol, and then sends them right back in a circle, and they just use them to get people across. And what happens to them in the meantime, you know, under the care of those people through the cartels, it's not nice. But that's, I mean, could you imagine being a Border Patrol agent and seeing the same kid come over like several times with different people, and you're just like, wait a minute, something's not adding up here. That's just crazy, dude. So he said he was rolling out, but guys, how cool was that? We just had Tyson come into the chat right at the end of the song, which is, that's kind of funny. I got to do a good edit now because he's got to get some surprises just for Tyson. Because that dude's really getting walloped by the algorithms. That song should not have freaking 24,000 views. That should have like a gajillion views. You know what I'm saying? So that frustrates me. So if you guys don't mind, after the stream, check out that song, and then the maximum you can do to improve the algorithm for a song or any video, honestly, is watch it all the way through, like it, and leave a comment. If all of those things are happening, you have the maximum engagement, and then YouTube, being greedy, money-making machine, is going to be like, oh, okay, if I recommend this to someone, they will watch it all the way through and engage, so I will recommend it to more people. That's how that works. I mean, I know they throttle things in different ways, but that's a way to help, you know? Jeff Phelps says, Jeff, we need your Biden meme on a t-shirt. That's funny. Yeah. John says, I will be sharing it. Okay. That's cool. Jessica said the government admitted to giving minor girls to old guys who claim they were their husbands by Obama's administration. It's sickening and continuing now. Yeah, exactly. It is. And anyone who thinks, oh my gosh, that's so wild. Somebody just commented on my body's reaction video right now. That's super cool. So I wonder if they were here and then just left here to go see that. I'm responding. Were you in the stream just now? I gotta know. Because we definitely just talked that video up, and it's been about enough time, maybe. I don't know. But Military Mom says, I will definitely watch, like, comment, and share the song as soon as the stream is over. Sick. Very cool. Dan, I don't really comment on anything other than streams. The rest gets lost in the sauce. Likes are tough ones, too. I save certain videos with likes. Here's the thing. I say what I said. You know, if you watch it, like it, comment, that's the maximum engagement you can. Realize 70+% of people don't. So it's like super wild. But it's like, even if they really, really fully support you, like Dan, trust me, I know you support the channel. But they're like, dude, I support it all day. But like, I'm like cooking while it plays in the background on the TV. I can't like it. I can't comment. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of that kind of setup with how you watch videos that you're just not going to do that. Like, it would really mess up your flow. So everyone that can do it and is in a easier position to do it, love it. Great. Awesome. But yeah, to your point, you're like, it just gets lost in the sauce, man. That happens. And Jessica, you said, I remember watching your face when the chick fell into the train. It was priceless. Yeah, it was. I used that for the thumbnail. I use that. I put 2 of my own faces in that because I got like, there was so much cringe when I saw that. It was super wild. Yeah, Dan says, good way to put it. Sums it up nicely. You got it. You got it. All right, I'm hopping in right now. All right, guys. We are transitioning to Fall Guys with Keegan. I hope we win. Because this has just been crazy. I can't believe it. Like, first I go on an emotional roller coaster because of Lamb of God sending that 10-minute Timcast clip in, which just blew my mind, rocked my world. And then I knew I wanted to play that song for Tyson. But I didn't know it was going to be that good or just that style. You know, that was really good. Military mom, it's so true. Honestly, I've done that. Listen to videos while cooking. Yeah, I know. People say that in the comments. They're like, oh, I was cooking biscuits and gravy. Oh, I was making mashed potatoes. I was making spaghetti. Like, they always tell me what they're cooking, which is great, and I love it so much. But I do know people cook while they're watching me. It happens. Torchwood said, saw you had a live stream. Can't stay long. Early morning in a few hours. Seeing Sound of Freedom tomorrow. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Okay. No worries. Christy said there's a teen immigrant in Chicago that was impregnated by one of 4 police officers. When those in charge of protecting are participating in the abuse, it makes it much harder to stop it. Yeah, no freaking kidding. John Presley, the truth is stranger than fiction, doesn't do it for what's happening now. Yeah, that's true. Dan, with premium, I'm not always watching. However, with streams, it's kind of a mandatory thing in order to watch and get the full experience. Yeah, that's true. You got the live chat going. You got the different elements going. So it definitely gets a little bit more wild. All right, so let's get this music going. Oh, we got a boycott Target. Awesome. All right, let's see. Dagnar said, would I be interested if you gave me a Chiefs and paring knife set to raffle off for either Aircon wall system or whatever you wanted to use the proceeds for? Dang, dude. That's amazing. One you made? That would be wild. Well, the reality is, it's not really a secret, so I can tell you. With the twins coming, that makes 5 of us, 5 children, and we basically don't fit in the house anymore. So I don't think I'm gonna like put in any kind of epic air system in this house. I really just need to get a new house. Oh man. But it would help. It would help. I have the like little mini as seen on TV micro AC system working right now. So it's only 86 in here right now. At 11:30 at night. It's July in Georgia, so I have my expectations. And we are on the same team. It's not a 3v1, no. Dan said, so what was the sudden stop of the stream the other day? I haven't been here for too long. I think I just had like a system crash, which, knock on wood, won't happen often or again, hopefully. But I just reset my system and then started again. So I just kept going. Dagnar says I'm gonna make them at the end of the month. That is so cool that you make legit knife sets. That is awesome. That is so cool. But yeah, Dan, it was not on purpose, unless it was one where I said I'm done. But I don't think that was it. But yeah, I've been trying to do like a pretty intense variety show. I want people to know like this is the place to be on the internet. Different stuff's going on. You got reactions. I was talking to Tyson in the chat. That was an exclusive sort of interview. I'm gonna get him though. I'm totally gonna get him. John, take it easy. Jeff says it's 80 in your house now and 74 outside in Maine. That's brutal, unless that's how you want it to be, because some people are like that. They're like, want it to be 80 degrees. Well, thank you. You said it doesn't seem like I have to try to make it a variety show. Yeah, it's like the other day I had someone say, with all my skills, I should make a meme of Biden like throwing shit at a fan. And then Carrie Lewis came in, channel member, and said I would pay to see that. And so I did it on the spot. And it was so funny. People were saying they were like wheezing. They were laughing so hard. Like they were crying and couldn't see to type in the chat. Because that was funny and a lot of fun. Dagnar says, I don't have the disposable income, but I do have a set of skills and I'm not afraid to use them, Jeff. Hey, you know what? I appreciate that. Like I said, my thing is I've been trying to support causes that I care about, but I don't have the money either. So it's just the skills I've developed in this kind of content creation media space that I can use to try and help. So, like I said in that short that you guys watched, for me, that was a lot of money. It was like a lot of money to donate to the movie. But I got a lot of responses from a lot of people across different medias saying that, you know, they watched those videos I made and then they went ahead and supported the movie. So I'm like really happy that the right people are starting to see that and crack open their wallets, their big chunky wallets, and support it. It's really good. Lamb of God, all right, heading out. Kid-free weekend. The audio mixing session is due. Yeah, I know. You showed me the picture of your studio, dude. That's awesome. Have fun with it. Dan says, seems to be pretty fluid. Thank you. I try to make it where it kind of goes from one thing to the next thing to the next thing. And I'm working on some really epic hype videos for the stream. Because I watch some like high-level professional streamers and they have all these like wild things, elements that come into the stream, and I'm just like, I can do this. I can do a version of it at least. And you guys will at least be entertained to a degree, I think. Oh wow, that was really horrible. I hope you're doing good. Oh man, it's top 7 qualify. All right, let's see. Keegan's really good at this one, so you're the carry on this one because was not happening there. Okay, that was like, how did you do that? Dude, that was really good though, still. Jeff Phelps, my hunger's winning. Gotta eat. That's fine. Dagnar says, of course, my military skills don't equate to civilian life. Dan, I'm betting yours don't either. Dan says, my wallet ain't chunky by any means, but I give where I can. I think it's worth it. Hey, I appreciate that for sure. And it is recognized and used accordingly. Many skills are fluid between both, surprisingly enough, but I've done a lot of different things in my life. Yeah, I can imagine that there's a lot of crossover with benefits. Jessica says, picturing you as Russell Crowe screaming, are you not entertained? Okay, I'll meme that. That can be part of it. I can work that out. Just keep the ideas coming, okay? Keegan, good job carrying. I died on like the first obstacle. Maybe it was the second one. It's like the first one to die on that one. Yeah, that was very rough. Yeah. See, here's a FBI raid. Bryson and Tyson. Okay, I was second. Oh, snap. We got it. We got it. I was second place, so I carried that one. Oh, wow. Wow. Hey, it's okay. It happens. I didn't see. Yeah, because I didn't see. You said, oh, no, as I passed, so I didn't see that. Unreal. Dagnar says, I was infantry in the army with a couple signifiers, and mine only crossed over into law enforcement or mafia. Okay. Dan says, from building ARs, construction, manufacturing, EMR, wildland, firefighting, restoring guns, and even had my DJing be used for major military events. Many crossovers. Wow. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. That sounds like a... That seems like a movie should be made. You know what I mean? Love those interesting life stories. You keep a low profile. Yeah, there's a lot of people like that. Armando, for probably quite a long time, was one of those people. Kept a pretty low profile. And then eventually feels like you gotta do something, you gotta say something, get a cause that your skills really help with. And now we got Dax to be a man going. Okay. My side's gonna be spinning and flipping soon. I know it. I probably need to get moving. I don't really have a good way to go. Feel like I gotta jump to that other corner. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. Oh, shh. This is wild. Dan, you said you're not a fan? Okay, of, not a fan of, Dax, or just this song? Oh, this is a bad spot to be. Oh, shit. Aim for the ground! I'm gone. Dang! Ah! Glenn, I think it's odd they can't find who had the snow in the White House, how many cameras are in there. Yeah, yeah, that's... Oh, man. That's wild. Yeah. Glenn says rules for me, but not for me. Yeah. Dan says the Rid of Be a Man is pretty good as well. A few different artists, but it has different perspectives. No, the IRR getting activated. Remix, damn autocorrect. Oh, yeah, yeah. There's been people that have asked me to make that video with Armando. They're like, you gotta do the remix version. So, I'm curious, should I make a whole other video for the remix? Or is it not really worth it to do it twice? And yeah, I saw that with the IRR getting activated. You're talking about the troops over to Europe for... I mean, I just feel at this point like the Democrats and Biden know that they're about to lose all their power, all their influence, all everything. So now they're just taking Hail Mary shots. And they're like, best case for us, we go World War III and then suspend elections. And that's it. Like, that's their only hope right now. Like, they can't even fraud their way to winning elections right now on a mass scale. Like, it's so bad for them. Like, the kind of shady people are on the side against them now. They're like, dude, gas and meat and rent and interest rates and like everything is so much and so wrecked that they sit there talking about Bidenomics being like some good thing, and everyone's like, what? No, everything sucks. What are they talking about? So they just can't gaslight people enough. And like I said, even the like sort of shady people, like they're not on Team Biden. They're like, nah, no thanks. I'll take the angry orange guy with the mean tweets all day. And then if those people do like a little bit of research, like a tiny bit of research, they're like, oh, they had the Abraham Accords and peace in the Middle East, and he made Afghanistan safer than frickin' Chicago, and like Russia didn't advance in any way whatsoever while Trump was in. Like, he crushed it on policy here and abroad. And you see all this stuff about the wall, the border wall, and it seems almost certain that most, if not all of it, was directed to end the trafficking, to save the kids. And he worked with Tim Ballard directly. So now you got this movie blowing up, and you look back at the history, and like Trump is working directly with the hero of the movie in that industry against the border. And he had Ivanka working with him. So his daughter's working with Tim Ballard to end child trafficking, while Biden's son, Hunter, is leaving snow in the White House and is connected to traffickers in Ukraine. Like, you gotta be so stupid to pick the wrong side there. Like, it's not even funny. Christy says, LOL, Stephanie, Cocaine Bear. That's funny. It was the ghost of Cocaine Bear. That's so good. Oh yeah, and then Biden won't stop sniffing kids. Sniffing, nuzzling, gobbling. Like, the dude's... he's demented, okay? He's fallen apart completely. And because he is, he's like lost his filter and ability to like blend in with normal society. So now all his stuff is like on display, and it's disgusting. Oh yeah, Bodies is starting. Let's go. With Fall Guys. It pairs beautifully like a fine wine. What the fuck? What was that? Oh my gosh. This is so bad. Okay. All right. That was brutal. All right. Seeing. Yeah. So Dan says California policy doesn't work for a state, let alone a nation. Yeah, and they want California and New York policy to be the directive for the whole country, and it's psychotic. Christy, oh no, mean tweets, the horror. Yeah, for real. Military mom says, Dagnar, I have 2 active duty sons, and my son-in-law is in active reserve. All 3 are on the edge. One of my sons has been told to be ready to go to Poland. Yeah, that's really bad news. So sorry, military mom. And that's the kind of stuff that we're exactly worried about. Dagnar said Trump may be an ass and I don't like him as a person, but the policy is all that matter. Yeah, that is totally fair. I mean, I like the personality because I kind of feel like he's got the Bruce Wayne thing going where he's like faking a personality on stage and then he's a different person when he's, you know, in the bat layer, in the situation room. He's not the same as when he's on stage and he's trying to get press. But some people just hate that persona of him, and I totally understand it. Totally. But the policies are what actually matter. Like, all the people are like, well, Biden's nicer. It's like, well, he's not, and he sucks in every way. So how about we don't vote based on that anymore? Dude, I'm telling you, this song hits so hard with Fall Guys. Oh yeah. Feeling it. Feeling it now. It's fine. All right. So Dan said, I want mean tweets. Made more people laugh than those were offended. And yet those are the ones who have the microphone. Yeah. Christy, exactly, Dan. Dagnar, sorry to hear that. Military mom, how long before they get out? Glenn, California is the new CCP. Yeah, pretty much. Dan, who else has ever walked between North and South Korea? Dude, he did. Like, I don't even know how he could walk across the border dragging those 5,000-pound brass balls with him, because that is wild. You walk into North Korea unarmed? Nah. And then Biden cancels his like summit dinner because he was busy shitting himself and the meds wore off. Military mom, Dagnar, one of my sons is getting out this year and going to border patrol. The other is planning on staying until retirement. Wow, that's wild. We're hoping for the best for you for sure. That's crazy. Glenn says, let's say it. Biden is a puppet who is pulling the strings. Yeah, that's true. He is totally a puppet. A deranged, sick, disgusting, corrupt puppet. So I don't feel like bad for him. But yeah, definitely a puppet still. Jessica, these are the same geniuses that want everyone to go electric while acknowledging we don't have enough infrastructure to cover us now. Yeah, Dagnar. They let him out. They most likely will stop loss him. I don't know the jargon for that. Forgive me. Dodging the balls. Was I first? Was I first? First. Let's go! All right. Obozo is my top guess. Most likely sad enough. Okay. Christy, thank you for the prayers, but please pray for our men and women that are enlisted. They're where we're able to sleep at night in a warm bed. I'm just at home worrying myself sick. Dagnar stop loss is where they just tell you, no, you aren't getting out, Jeff. Okay. I have heard of that. I just didn't know that was what it was called. So what do you guys think? Do you think we could do like a round table with like podcasters and rappers and get all these people? Can we do the job of mediating, herding cats, essentially, to save the world? Get everyone on the same page. I mean, they're kind of doing it already by themselves, so I'm excited about the plan, but it's like I don't have to do anything. They're already doing it. But I'm just going to keep making content best I can with great memes and edits and movie references. It's my plan to save the world video. I really loved that. Did not get that many views, but I loved it and I was so happy to make it. And I felt like I could rest for a second after that. I could go on my vacation. Oh man, this is not good. I'm gone. Really, really not good. Whew. Brutal. Yeah, Glenn. He says, military mom, if you ever need to vent or talk, this is the right place. Absolutely. Absolutely, it is. Yeah, we got a bunch of veterans and people who are at least slightly in the know of what's going on to understand what you're dealing with in the current situation. Frustrated. I can't even imagine being you in your situation and then having like some liberal lefty who's so on the side of like Ukraine has to win, and it's like they don't even know what that means. Like they can't even define the terms of victory. And then they're like, "Oh yeah, it's so exciting, you know, that you're gonna go, your all your family and your kin are gonna go and fight the good fight to save Ukraine." And you're just like, "What? What are you talking about? Like, what's the goal? We need a goal, and it's not our war." So it's just crazy, dude. Like I don't understand how they could push for World War III and think that that's a good thing. Because that's not our business. And I'm not pro either side. It's just not our business. But I like to think of things through the lens of putting yourself in someone's shoes, right? So let's just pretend we are Russia, okay? And then let's do some parallels. Let's pretend China, in an alliance with North Korea, decides to put biolabs like Wuhan in Mexico. We wouldn't be really happy about that. Like, super not happy about that, right? Okay. Then, a faction of those groups of people end up being like some kind of psycho neo-Nazi extremists. And they're like well-funded, well-armed, trained. They have a whole branch of military that are psycho neo-Nazi extremists, right? In Mexico. And we find out that they have like crazy stuff in these labs and that they have all kinds of crime, and there's tons and tons of money laundering, trafficking, like every manner of every evil and sinister and black market thing ever going on is going on in Mexico. And they're trying to like recruit Mexico to be involved in this China-North Korea alliance, right? Remember, this is just a metaphor. This is just a parallel of what Russia's dealing with. And then finally, we're just like, you know what? No. And then we go in to Mexico to fight the Nazis, to fight the labs, the biolabs that have been installed there, to fight the trafficking, to fight all this stuff. And guess what? All of the people would be very pro-US for doing this, by the way. Just like, I don't know if you knew this, but Putin has like an 80% approval rating because, yes, he's got propaganda, okay? That's like, that he's sharing with his people, because everyone has propaganda for your side, right? The problem is for NATO and the West and like Biden and all the cronies of these like World Economic Forum people is almost all of Putin's propaganda that he's feeding his people is true stuff. So it's making our case really bad for supporting the other side. And like, I don't care. I'm not on their side. But if you put yourself in their shoes and pretend it's Mexico instead of Ukraine that's got all this stuff going on, then you'd be like, dude, I can't have my country have all this crazy stuff right on the border. Like, it can't happen with all these alliances from enemies of us. So you kind of have to do something about it. That's just the feeling I get from the facts of the situation. So, like I said, I'm not pro either side. I don't care. It's not our war. It's across the world. But if I was in charge of one and it was here and all the same facts were the facts, but it was just Mexico and the US, then yeah, I totally understand the situation. Oh, okay. That was my rant for that. Jessica says, don't forget NATO repeatedly lied and goaded Russia too, and Ukraine agreed to treat the ethnic Russians with respect, and then they killed a ton of them, stripped their rights, etc. Yeah, I know that. That's why when the Russian bear, we'll just use code now that it's too late, doesn't matter. When his people marched in, there's a lot of people that are really happy to see them, and they won't show that. It's crazy. Dagnar says, not our monkeys, not our circus. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. Just try to stay out of it. But they're trying to send people over there now. And so now I'm like, all right, like, we got to talk about this a little bit. This is freaking unreal. It's like, I want to take no sides, and then they want to take the wrong side. That's basically what's going on. Sneaking. See, no one's ready for these kind of like psychotic conspiracy, global politic, war discussions with awesome independent artist music in the background while playing Fall Guys. Like, this is the kind of stream you weren't ready for. So it started with Sound of Freedom, pump up stuff with Timcast, switched over to a music reaction to Taken, Tyson James. Tyson himself came into the chat. We talked about it, and then we switched to a gaming stream. Like, what? I don't even understand how you could explain this to your friends where they would want to subscribe and check it out. They just have to experience it. The military mom says, oh my God, y'all are making me tear up. I've never found people that understand that I worry so much. And it's not just my boys. I adopt people that they are with as well. Oh, wow. That's wild. Glenn, oh, we send cluster bombs. That's one labeled, the ones labeled inhumane. Yeah. Dan says, yet another spectrum of the variety show. Yeah, that's it. Glenn and nuke capable jets. But yeah. That's freaking crazy. Oh no, the rhinos. I suck with the rhinos. There's one. I know there's one, so I really can't lose because very few of us will be gone. Basil says, is there a game you're not good at? I appreciate that, Basil. Because I don't feel like I'm very good at many of the games. But it is a variety show. And I am the editor, so I went through today like 20 streams, something like that, and I edited out a bunch of clips basically of me dominating, which were few and far between. But if you're the editor, you can make it seem like you're really damn good at all the games. So I'm gonna build like a really awesome memed up, music fueled hype video to start the gaming streams up. And I'm gonna have to build a bunch of them. So like one for purely gaming, if it's gonna be a pure gaming stream, and then, you know, some for like reactions with guests and whatnot. So we'll see what happens. All right. I'm still here, and I was reading through the chat, so feeling it. What? Yeah. Try not to slack. Try not to slack. The rhino was, oh yeah, the rhino was unsuccessful. Dagnar says, Dan, I stay in the know. I has to stay in the know. That's just how I am. Yeah. Basil says, I played Fortnite with you and you were doing great. Thank you, Basil. I appreciate that. We'll play again. We'll play again soon. I gotta make this battle pass worth it. But yesterday I was playing with Dom and I got back-to-back dubs. I couldn't even believe it. Like, somebody must have flipped a switch and put cheat mode on or something. But I got 10 kills one game with the dub, and then 6 the next game with the dub. So, for a new person, they're just like, oh, this is just your garden variety professional gamer. But, I'm actually pretty new at that one. I did play for like a little while in the normal build type on Xbox, like years ago, but I just wasn't really that good, so I gave up on it. Played other games. You're part of the range chat family now, military mom. Yeah, that's awesome. And yes, you are definitely welcome here. Let us know what's going on. Keep us updated. I know I got RG Beans coming in here, and his wife had the... I told him, hey, yeah, you can come game with me if you want. I game with my people in the chat. And he was like, oh, really? And I like gamed with him. And then while gaming with him, I found out his wife was in the hospital. And like he was really struggling. And so he was really happy just to, you know, get his mind off of it for a minute. Gaming. Barely survived. But yeah, I was like so thrilled that I got to just ease the burden a little bit for just a tiny moment in time. And now she's home and well, I'm diagnosed and treated and like everything's fine. You know, I mean, the best it can be, but I was just really happy that this little channel could do some positive stuff for people struggling with that kind of thing. What? Don't fall? I mean, that's already difficult. Yeah, Glenn chatted, nicknamed the Freethinkers Rebellion chat, range chat, because he's like at the gun range all the time during the day and then comes here. Didn't you have a 1 Mile kid that showed up? You said? Natural? That's amazing. I'm just like getting all up in these people's space just to frustrate them. Oh, shoot. Okay, guys, getting down to the fire here. Okay. Oh! Oh! Ah! Okay. That's, you know what? It had to happen. It had to happen on the greatest variety stream on YouTube. Okay? We got the dub, guys! Sweetie? Sweetie, good job. All right, we crushed it. Nah, amazing. Woo! Woo! What was that? I did carry my weight, yes. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, guys, yes. And Glenn, God, We Need You Now is playing in the background. Great song. We're vibing. Crushed it. Totally crushed it. No one's ready for this. The smoke. There's so much. Jessica, thank you. Got a LOL. Congratulations. Military Mom says, wow, Jeff, your multitasking is awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I try to like read the chat while playing, so I start to develop a little bit of a cross eye, but I make it work. And then we got the music going. We talked to Tyson with a great chat. The chat is awesome in here. That was just so good. Basil said, you're just better than they are. Stop it. Stop it. It's like Julius Caesar. He had the guy who walked behind him and told him, you're just a man, you know, all the time. Man, that's wild. But isn't it so funny though? It's like such a juvenile game, and then the conversation, the conspiracy, the music, the whole topic, it's just like that much funnier that it's woven together. Hello, Jessica says you're not a god. Yeah, I think it's like translated different ways, but yes, I definitely read that. It's like you're not a god, as everyone's treating him like one. Dagnar says it's the burger suit. Yeah, yes it is. Magic buns. That's what it was. Slinging that cake. Speaking of cake and military, have you guys seen the like hot girl military TikTok things? Do you think that's a psyop, like a military setup psyop to try and get like the desperate 17-year-old, 18-year-olds to enlist in the military? That there's like some cute lady wearing a military uniform and they're like, oh man, she might be in my unit. Better sign up for the military. You gotta tell me. Because they're also saying it's pretty suspicious, the speed and rate at which these accounts are blowing up. They're like, okay, like this doesn't make sense. This person's posting like pretty crappy content. Which there's a lot to say for like just a cute person. Not gonna lie. If I was a couple numbers closer to a 10, I feel like my account would blow up by now. But it's okay. It is what it is. But still, I feel like it's a psyop because the numbers are down. Enlistment numbers are way down. They gotta do something. So they're like, we're just gonna get the hot girl TikToker, military person, and that's gonna bring them in. What do you think? In the chat. Throw it in there. Dan says hot girl TikTok is propaganda. Okay. All right. That's from Dan. All right, Dagnar says, did you know that being airborne doesn't cause you to have compression of the spine? I don't know. I couldn't speak on that. And Dan says, I have many issues due to my time in. Now it's a fight with the VA. I can imagine that. Hopefully that improved with Trump, with working on the VA, having them, you know, transfer you to a different doctor if you're not getting the treatment that you need. So I don't know how well that did or didn't work, but I hope it's better. Jessica says it has to be. That's not exactly the demographic being recruited with the woke ads. Yeah, no, it's not. So it's like you got to attack from a different angle. Because you got these woke ads where it's like the lady with 2 moms. She's like, I'm strong enough to do anything, and I've been fighting these fights forever. And then she joins the army, and it's like, nobody's like inspired to join because of that. So they're like, all right, hey guys, listen, the main ad, no one watches TV commercials anymore anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We're gonna recruit the hot TikToker chicks and throw them in military uniforms. Dan says only good-looking ones are pushed into the Air Force by the recruiters. Military mom, I definitely think it's a psyop. Okay, okay. Oh, okay, I get it now. You guys are being sarcastic. I missed it in the chat because I'm gaming at the same time, but now it makes sense. I was just like, wait a minute, how would you not have compression from the airborne? Now it makes a lot of sense. Got a bunch of smartasses in the chat, and I wasn't picking up on it. I'm embarrassed. Should have known, Dagnar. Yeah, Stephanie, I definitely agree. Oh no. Okay, I think we're okay. Tagnar said, who, us? Yeah. That's too funny. Jessica, my motto is better to be a smartass than a dumbass. That should be on a t-shirt. I love that. I'd put that on the back of my car. Bumper sticker. Dan says many new recruits are hard to do anything with. They have access to all the medical history. For all those ADHD kids taking meds, no go. Okay. Glenn, this chat room is sarcastic. Nah. Jessica, perfect timing. Propaganda playing in the background. I know. That was good. Dan says, never been sarcastic a day in my life. Yeah. We're all innocent. Glenn, 3 halos. Okay. Yeah. Smart ass, dumbass, still an ass. A long time ago, I had a shirt that had like 20 asses on it. So that was fun. They can't decide which gender they want to be, let alone which military branch to join. I don't know. If you struggle with the gender choice, you automatically get an officer ranking. From what I've been seeing. So, okay. Need to hold off here. Oh, come on, dude. We gone. Military mom, my son that's trying to get out is a recruiter. He says it's easier to get a homeless man off the street into the army than it is a graduate from Auburn University. Well, I would agree with that. Definitely would agree with that. It's like, hey, we'll give you food and some money. Not a lot of either. Fly you all over the place. Dagnar, I think I need to identify as an illegal Mexican lesbian for all the free stuff they're getting. That's good. That's good. Yeah. That's the move right there. If I threw on a dress and went to the border, basically everything would be fine. They might give me a flat in New York City, which I would sell and then buy a mansion in a place that doesn't suck. Glenn says, will they take the right out of Cadence if the left joins? Dan says they wanted me to be a recruiter to get a promotion. They found out that I wasn't willing to lie and pulled the offer. Oh, that's rough. Basil, I tell my friends I identify as an attack helicopter. That's a way to go with the pronoun game. I identify as you know, the gunner. Those freaking people are wild. That brrr sound. Woo! It's wild. Jessica said, I saw the military paid tons of money for reassignment surgery, meds, and psychiatrists per the Pentagon. That and Ukraine is where your tax dollars go. Yeah, exactly. Dagnar, no, I would buy some land and build a pole barn house. Dagnar says that was closer to an A10. Yeah, that's what I meant. I meant an A10. Sorry, I'm not service. I don't pretend to be service. So I don't know all the jargon. I just play a lot of video games and watch history movies back in the day. But yeah, the A10 is what I was talking about. Those bad guys are wild. And that burr sound, like, that's gotta fill a lump in your drawers. If you're the enemy and you hear that, it's over with. But that's awesome that you knew what I was trying to imitate. This is why I have you guys here. And with Glenn and Dagnar in the chat, I really got to clean up my my sniping in Fall Guys. I really tried to do better. All right, crushed it. You were ahead of me, weren't you? Oh, okay. It's wild. I love your outfit, Cheese Knight. It's awesome. Military Mom says, Dan, my son, that's the recruiting. They totally lied to him about all of it. That's why he's getting out, because he didn't want to be a recruiter. Crazy. Dan says, that's wings thrown on a gun, you know, Murica. Glenn, the 20 millimeter A10 with a Valken rotary. Okay, we're gonna have to look that up, because that's so awesome. I did see I don't think it was a TikTok, maybe it was a YouTube short, but it was one of those, the PSYOP chicks I was telling you about. And she was talking about, like, the A10 saving you. Like, when you think you're out of the fight, and then the A10 shows up. And then, the comment section was very supportive of the situation. They're like, oh yeah, like, I had this or that happen when I was here or there. And I really thought it was over, and then the freaking A10 guys showed up, and they're like, I bought every one of them a beer when we got back. And he said, I can't even imagine what it's like to be them, where they're just like red misting a whole area of enemy combatants and then just like go play euchre afterwards like it was nothing. Dagnar said, I went through DI school and they wouldn't give me the school of choice to be a DI in. Dagnar, we had Apaches dropping shells on us in Iraq. It was cool to see, but the hard rain gouged one of our guys, Kevlar. Oh man, yeah, that's wild. Hey, Taken's on. In the stream. Same stream. It works with 20 millimeter and 30 millimeter electric rounds. 100 rounds a second. Oh man, that's wild. Maybe we can just drop one of those in Hollywood. Tyson really did good with this song though, guys. Like I said, some of these rappers can really throw down singing. They got the juice.
determined with the burner to run up on the person doing the hurt. Learning I'm burning, I know God'll open the curtain.
Yeah, Stephanie, you got that. Said the A10 over Hollywood. Like, wait, what? Dan said I was still owed a school when I got out. The MOI was lost and courses were pulled, seated for air assault, and I got pulled 2 days before I was supposed to go. Wow. That's no good.
Half of Hollywood, a bunch of pedophiles. They a bunch of dogs, throw 'em a bone and they will sell a child. I don't watch Disney, I can tell it's foul. They're bowing to the beast, they're worshiping the devil. I just want to save the kids, I know I'll see them in the sky. They will have a day in court and he will make it right. They gon' see their violators taken from the light and given to the fire. We're living, they will die. God's in the midst. I know that he is big and I know that he exists. I know if you step over the line, you won't see my fist. 9 milli hollow point if you ever touch my kids.
No one hears the cry. Just left in the world alone. In the world alone. No one's asking why. God, let the truth be known. Let the truth be known.
Oh, no. Stay with the pack, Keegan. Oh, this is not good, guys. I was literally the last person. We lost. Oh, man. Dagnar says too much math in air assault school, load and pivot points and such. No, thank you. Lynn says 14 ROM and 16 ROM. I know a few things about Puff the Magic Dragon. Dagnar, most of us have seen combat, won't talk about that part of our service. Yeah, well, that's understandable. Military mom, all I know is outside the wire isn't nice and they don't want to talk about it. They've been to Afghanistan, Iraq, Kandahar. One just came home from South Korea.
God ain't never made no motherfuckers crazy as the white boys. We've been known to fight, boys. Sign off our shotguns, rocking camo, causing problems late at night, boys. White boys, mama knows we're trouble, circle tight, boys. Soon as it pops off, we got you running for your life, boys. Let me get the shit jumping like a 6'4", chrome with the big spokes. I'm so official, crazy white boy with the big old pistol. You so pissed, you blow like a whistle. Try and play around, you gon' end up drowning.
Nice. Dan says I was labeled as having a bad attitude because I was enforcing standards, many talking to from senior NCOs and officers, but I did military competitions and boards for years. How could I not? Dagnar, I totally understand why a man would not want to talk about it, especially to mom. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh. Alright, we're in. Dan says, my initiation in Iraq was a trip around Baghdad International Airport. All vehicles were peppered. Yeah, I heard that was going on. Like, pretty universally. Bagnar, not trying to alarm you, but watch your boys for signs of PTSD, jumping at loud noises, hypervigilance, just name a couple. Glenn, yeah, military mom, when we get home, the last thing we talk about is over there and bad dreams. Jessica, I had friends who told me, and swore it's true, that they saw Afghan dudes with their night vision getting busy with goats. That's something else I'd keep to myself. Yeah, I've heard that from a lot of different sources, and I'm... let's just say I know it's true. So yeah, that's true. Okay. Glenn, we also avoid hospital at funeral. Also could see that. Dan, hypervigilance is a thing. I was scanning overpass when I came home on leave. I was a gunner. It was just second nature at that point. I could definitely see that. I could definitely see in that. You're just wired to look out for everything all the time. Military mom, totally understand. My dad was in Vietnam and just tells me to watch for changes and try to be as understanding as possible. All I can really do is love them no matter what. Yeah. Man Love Thursday is a thing as well. Oh man, yeah, I didn't know about that terminology, but that's rough. Yeah, I said before, like my best friend in high school went to the Army, and so he was 1 year ahead of me. So he went to the Army, and then I went to senior year of high school, and I remember he went over to Iraq, and so one day at like 2 in the freaking morning, it was just so random, my phone rings and it was him, and I'm just like, hey, what's up, dude? You know, because he would call me randomly and he was like a big pranker all the time. But yeah, he called me and he was just like, hey man, so they're like bombing the barracks and they're getting pretty close. So he's like, I just wanted to call and just say hi, like, just in case. And I was like, what? Like, I was like, what? Are you kidding me? So that was just crazy, dude. I just like couldn't imagine. Like literally, I was like safe and asleep, and then he's like getting where he lives shelled. So that was just like a little peek into that. It's crazy.
I love the earth, but I don't really want to save it. Everything is sexist, homophobic, or it's racist. When life gives us lemons, we're supposed to want to change it. But my generation rather take some pills than escape it. Say that I'm transphobic if you wanna, but one day I'll be a father. And I really hope my son don't grow up to be my daughter. I ain't trying to hurt your feelings, skin should be a little thicker. That's the problem, being honest, don't trigger.
Got you. Dang it. Bro. Dude, this is not going well. Dude, this is not good.
Beyonce does a hair blonde and people say she slayed it. Everybody's outraged, everybody's mad. Our solutions to the issues don't make no sense. The stairs are the problem, we build wheelchair ramps. We don't cancel feet or persecute the people with legs. The feminists who started the movement would be ashamed of so many things. They fought so you can vote, I show your butthole on OnlyFans. I'm not a bad person because you don't like what I say. Call me homophobic just because I think straight. I love people even though we disagree. I wish we could get Wi-Fi signals from a tree. Then everyone would plant them and we'd probably save the planet for free. Too bad we only need him to breathe.
Oh my gosh, guys. Beat you. Okay. Oh my gosh. I really don't like this map. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's painful how much I don't like this map. I got this guy. I'm running interference. Good. Good. Yeah, I think I did get two. That was terrible. Yeah, I just grabbed him. There we go. Where was I at? Dagnar, I'm the same with the fourth. Sunset won't sit with their backs to the door. Yeah, that's pretty... I know that's universal. Dan, I got a video where we were bombed on YT. It was one of the big pushes in City. In 08. Okay, Glenn. Same here, you're not going to see me around fireworks. Dan says that has become a second birthday for some of us. Dan says, I can do fireworks, wakes me up a bit. My family thinks I'm nuts, which is true. Getting coffee, want one, Jeff? Honestly, a little bit, but I'm gonna get off after this, so hopefully we get the dub, but I did have one, and I got the Let's Go Brandon mug today, because I was feeling extra frustrated at the administration. Bro. Okay. Prison rules? I got you. I got you. That didn't work. That didn't work out, guys. Oh, no. Oh, no. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Shell, what is up? Military, my son was in Afghanistan on my birthday, so he couldn't get a hold of him for 3 days. It is what it is, OPSEC. So I know I couldn't watch the videos. Out on mission, radio silence. My family didn't know I was bombed till long after. Yeah, yep, I could imagine that. Not like just telling them what's going on, when it's going on. Rolling out. He says he was dealing with stuff. Didn't want you to worry. I've not seen that emoji, so maybe it is new. I don't know. Well, guys, that was a really epic stream. I just bookmarked it because I was like, what if it just crashes in the next 4 seconds? I can't risk it. So just like, yeah, we got the really awesome video review from Lamb of Timcast. That was emotional. It was a roller coaster. It was wild. Then we saw that really good song that Tyson James put out, and then he came in the chat. That's really cool. He's got a pretty big channel, big following, and he seems like a pretty good guy. I can't say I agree with every single thing he says and does and tweets and all that, but there's nobody I do. But dude's good. And then we transferred from that to Fall Guys with Keegan and got a dub on the stream. Also, we played enough that his new song played in the stream, which I think is pretty awesome. So I'll probably edit that into the video. But either way, the whole thing was cool, and I'm glad we got to have this chat, because some stuff we had to get out. I had some extra venting that went down, and it looks like the chat had that as well. So it's really cool. Military says, yeah, Dan, now he says that's when he truly learned the importance of double tap. And my dumbass looked it up. Yeah. Oh, okay. That is crazy. I could see that. Jessica says, great job tonight. Military mom praying for your family and all our soldiers. Absolutely. Dan says it's not always about agreeing with everything. It's seeing eye to eye on certain issues. Common ground. Yes. Yes, that's exactly it. And like I said, I want to try and do my part to herd cats and get some of these people who are very different from each other to agree on certain issues that are really important to get us moving in a positive direction. I think we can do it, and I think with the power of the chat, the people at the very bottom moving up, like, we can do this. We can mediate a movement. It's happening. But yeah, I'll see you guys. Good night. I'll sleep on that. Ideas rolling. Are you not entertained? Yeah. See you guys.